Guys, what's up? Can you guys see me? Am I audible? Hi. Hey, what's up? Great. Okay, so for all you people who are asking why is Pavni not joining, so basically I was receiving a lot of questions about the suspense that I kept in my previous video, which was about my study abroad and which country was I planning to go and which college did I had admission from. So since you guys didn't want me to keep that suspense for any longer, so I thought that I might as well do a quick video on that in this very quick live, in which I'll just tell you about the suspense that I kept. But before that, I just want to thank you all so much for sending all the cute and the love messages. Thank you all for checking on me and taking care of me like my little brothers and sisters. Like I received so many text messages from everyone saying, "Bhaiya, we found you low. Is everything all right? Don't worry, everything will be fine. Don't worry, you will get to the college you would want to go and everything." And that's when you all said that please don't keep the suspense any further. Please tell us which college have you got admission from, HBS, Wharton. I was receiving so many of these texts, which was actually really nice and overwhelming to read like throughout. I know I've made a family out of all of this, and definitely I'm sorry for keeping the suspense for really long. I mean, it was just that I thought that okay, I'll tell it in another video and all of that. But since you guys are asking, so I will just tell you in detail about everything that you guys need to know about study abroad, because like you all even texted me saying that you want to also pursue something related to masters, higher education, MBA, study abroad. So for all of these things, this video is going to be super helpful. I'm just going to keep it very short and just related to my personal story of how I went about things. Okay, so starting off with first things first, like I said, I really wanted to do my higher education. Okay, so now higher education means just so many things. It means a master's, it can mean like something very specific, it can mean like an MBA, it can just mean so many things. So to cut it short, basically I was planning to do a master's in management, which is also called MIM. This is like a replica of an MBA. I will tell you in detail about it a little later. But yes, like since because I had done my bachelor's in business administration, which is BBA, and I had specialized in finance, I wanted to do something relating to management, which was relating to leadership, relating to managing people, relating to operations, just general management. So for all of that reasons, I did a lot of research and talked to a lot of people, and that's when I came across like a lot of courses such as MBA, masters in like specific fields such as masters in finance, masters in marketing, masters in human resources, and all of that. And after going through a lot of research, I found out masters in management, which is becoming very famous in India right now, but it has been prevalent in like Europe, England, and all of that for many years. And that's when I found out like the difference between masters in management and an MBA. And basically, so to just to let you guys know about what a masters in management is, masters in management is basically a course which is relating to management itself. And for that course, people who have zero work experience, which means you're just out of college, like you've completed your undergraduation and then you're directly moving to another course, for them, and people who have having work experience of like 1 year, who've just gone and worked in like got an experience, little bit of experience, and want to study further, or people who have 2 years of work experience. That means they already know their forte and what they're into, and that's what they're planning to do further. So for all those people, masters in management is like a very good course. It is just very similar to an MBA, but the only difference is like you do not need to have like a very long work experience before you go for an MBA abroad, because believe it or not, any good school such as like Harvard Business School, Stanford, Wharton, INSEAD, all these schools would require a minimum of 4 to 5 years of work experience, so that you can go and like study abroad. And believe it or not, like the Indian pool is very tough to crack. Like that is the same for MIM as well. But just like to give you specifics, like for MBA, like the Indian male pool, okay, it is very tough to crack, because there's so good people, like engineers specifically, who've got so good grades, who've got so good marks and everything, and they have a lot of good work experience. So for that reasons, like if you want to go for an MBA abroad, you really need to have a minimum of 3 to 4 years of work experience after your undergraduation. Okay, so for me, like after I did my Ernst and Young 1 year, I was working in Amritsar for another year. So I plan to go and study abroad for my masters in management with 2 years of work experience, which I found good for myself, because I've worked in like a corporate, I've also worked in a startup, and I really know what I want to do in future. So for that purposes, I found masters in management really good. And don't worry, I will be making a lot of videos on all of this in future, in detailing about each and everything. Now coming to the question of which country was I planning to go. Like I said, now masters in management has become like a very famous course, and I think in another 2 to 3 years it would be that go-to course which each and everybody in India and abroad will be going to. And as far as like the research and stats are concerned, it is going to take over MBA from a like a huge point of view. So the countries I had in mind was, like somebody just said right now, France. So yes, like MIM is the birth child of Europe, and this course was specifically formed in Europe itself. So all the universities in Europe are like really good for that. Along with that, London, England, yes, England was another very good country which is offering these courses. And along with that, I had Australia, Canada, US. So all these countries are there where MIM courses are offered. And when I shortlisted, I actually didn't apply to any of the courses in America or Canada or Australia. And precisely the reason was ranking. And ranking, because like all the European courses rank really well when it comes to MIM in comparison to Australia, Canada, and America. So for that reasons, and and just because, like, to be really frank, a lot of people are already going to these countries, and I wanted to, like, explore a different country. And since for me, like, rankings like kind of also matter, specifically for these courses, because I went through all the criterias and everything. So the countries that I applied to was majorly in Europe and London. And so even in Europe, in fact, I won't keep any suspense. So even in Europe, the country that I applied to was France, and the college which I got selected from in Europe was ESSEC Business School, which is in Paris itself, like 40 minutes from Paris. And this course ranks third in the world for the Masters in Management degree. And so this was already my target and my dream school. So I applied for this, like, just the moment I thought about Masters in Management. Along with that, like I told you guys that in April I already had an admit from ESSEC Business School in France, and everything was already decided in terms of when was I going to join and everything. But along with that, I had also applied to other colleges and courses. So I got a lot of other admits a little later on, but yes, I got through another of my dream school, which later on became like my go-to school, was Imperial Business School in London. So yes, I got through Imperial Business School in London as well. And I was super excited because I had two admits, like majorly two admits. I also had admits from some schools in Spain and one more school in, I forgot, another country, okay, in Europe itself. But yes, they were a little low ranking in terms of these schools. ESSEC Business School, which was ranked third, and Imperial Business School in London, which is, I think, in another rankings it is ranked fourth or fifth, but in schools in England it is ranked third. So yes, I had to, one in France, one in London. Yes, Mad Max. So I had these schools. Everybody saying congratulations. Thank you so much, guys. So yes, so I was actually super confused about joining which of the schools, but like I actually just couldn't decide on one, so I deferred for ESSEC Business School. And don't worry, guys, I'll like put down all the details later on, and in other videos it's going to be a lot of information. You are super lucky. I'm so jealous. Oh, don't worry, guys. You will also get through, but like you all know, I'm not going joining this year because of coronavirus. But yes, so this was the country and this was the course. Can you defer an admission for a year or so? Yes, Himanshu, you can defer an admission. uh, it's business school. Thank you. Yes, it's a good school. Yes, guys, it's a good school. It's ranked really well. So yes, for defer means that you already say them that you cannot join this year because of so reason, and they look into it and they get back to you. How can a middle class guy afford study abroad? So yes, I mean cost was a very big factor in me deciding, and I won't lie to you guys, but like the fees of these schools itself ranks is like somewhere from approximately 28-30 lakhs and goes about to 35-38 lakhs, and this is just the tuition fees. And along with that you also are living, so living cost of somewhere approximately of 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh. Like in London, the living cost is somewhere at approximately 1,40,000 per month, and in France that cost is somewhere approximately 90,000 to 1 lakh per month. So you can imagine the kind of money which is involved. And but the thing is that once you are done with it, you also would get jobs there, and with that jobs, the jobs there are very high paying in terms, like in comparison to any Indian job. And so you kind of get to recover your money in approximately 3 to 4 years if you get a really good job. But it again depends from your sector to sector. Like if you are choosing finance as your sector, you can definitely pay back your loan in very less like number of years, because finance jobs are very high paying in comparison to marketing jobs or HR jobs. I'm sorry for generalizing, but this is the case. But just in case, if you get like a very good position in any of these sectors, you're definitely going to get really good jobs, so you can cover your money. People asking me, is GMAT required? So the answer to that question is yes, GMAT is required. And for that you need to give your GMAT or GRE. You also need to submit your college grades, you also need to submit your extracurricular activities, you also need to go for your interviews and all of that thing. I will be detailing about each and everything in my upcoming videos, but because that is going to be like related to particular school, because each and every school is having a different strategy of how to go about it. So the living cost in London is more and France is less. Yes, living cost in London is way higher in comparison to France, and also because like my school isn't like just inside Paris; it's like 40 minutes away from Paris. Hence, like the cost is lesser in comparison. If you're staying in like central Paris or in central London, like you're dead in terms of the cost that you're going to get. Okay, so people asking me my GMAT score. So actually I started preparing for GMAT, but then like after listening to a lot of advice from a lot of my seniors who've been through that journey, they advised me to go for GRE, and I scored a 318 on GRE out of 340. Don't worry guys, I will tell you each and everything, like how I prepared and everything in the upcoming videos. So there's a lot of videos which are pending from my side, and I need to get that information out there for all of you people. So it's going to be super soon. Can you apply for scholarships? Yes, you can apply for scholarships, but the truth is it is very tough. Like even though I applied for all the scholarships I couldn't get any, because like the competition is super tough, and like the people who've scored so well on the GMATs, GREs, and so it's just like getting a scholarship is very tough. Plus they also have like caps on like how many people from each country can get scholarships. So like for like and specifically, believe it or not, like Indians are super talented. Okay, like the Indian pool is super tough. Like you can see people from abroad like getting in colleges with low GMAT GREs as well. But like in people in India, they are so good. So they have so like it's super tough. Like the competition specifically in India is super tough. And believe it or not, like any course, be it any course you apply for any country abroad, it is super competitive. And another reason of like being it super competitive is because there's so many people from India who are applying each year abroad. Okay, so like, and people abroad are super possessive about the number of people they want to have from each country in one class, because they want to manage diversity. Okay, so even if like there's 60 seats and probably all the 60 Indians deserve those seats, not all the 60 Indians will get those seats, because they want to keep it from people from all the like all parts of the world. Okay, so only like they would bifurcate it, like say 10-15 Indian seats, 10-15 seats go to China, because again China is also a very super competitive country, and the people like so India and China are like super competitive countries, and there's so many people from these two countries applying to courses abroad. That is the reason like you would like find like even in Harvard Business School, like major like a lot of Indians and Chinese get through because they have so good GMATs, GRE scores, their extracurricular scores, their like all of those scores. So yes, Sheetal is asking me, why didn't you try for CAT? Sheetal, like I said, an Indian MBA was never in my mind, and that was not something I really wanted to do like from day one. Like I had my reasons for it, but it was not something I wanted to do like from day one, because like I've talked to a lot of people who are currently studying in IIM, ABC and all of that. And since when I was in Christ, I could also get to go in IIM Bangalore. And that time when I talked to a lot of people there on what they're doing, the kind of internships they're getting in, and the kind of jobs, future jobs they would get, that was not something I imagined my future to be. Okay, yes, the cost wise, the Indian MBA is very less expensive in comparison to like abroad MBAs, but still Indian MBA was not my thing. Like the kind of exposure they were offering, I didn't want that kind of exposure. And specifically since like job market types, I didn't want to restrict myself only to India. I wanted to go abroad, like have an exposure, and like just get to do other things as well. What about SAT for studying abroad? Pushpak Jain, SAT is for undergraduate courses, which you like if you're going if you're coming out of class 12th and you want to go for a course abroad, that is when you go, like you do give an SAT. But if you want to go for your masters, MBA, or any kind of higher education, you need to give your GMAT or your GRE. Okay, so that's what you need to give. So yes, for people asking me, CAT was never my thing. I didn't want to prepare for CAT, and I didn't want to do an Indian MBA, so I just like it was out of question. Views on SRCC, it's great, yeah. Like see guys, I like, see the thing is, each one of you is going to have a different journey. So like my reasons of choosing something or discarding something is going to be very different from somebody else. Like for some people, maybe being in India is going to be important, and for some people cost is going to be important. Some people, like, it's just like different goals, and for those different goals you need to choose different path. Okay, so that's just about it, like in terms of my country that I wanted to go, the course that I wanted to get. Future videos is going to be all those questions which you guys are asking, such as GMAT versus GRE and all of that. And don't worry guys, like I won't make any generic videos like which are already there. Each and everything is going to be inclined towards my experience and how you guys can learn. See, to be telling you the truth, I know majorly all those people who are watching my videos are just joining their undergraduate college right now. And the truth is, when I joined your college, like when I joined college when I was your age, I had no plans. Like I just went to college thinking I'm just going to enjoy. And just in when like I got into the journey, met people, talk people, with a lot of trial and error, I got to and deciding what I want to do, where I want to go. So in that cases, I wasted a lot of time, just like that. But so that's what I don't want you guys to do. So that is the reason I would really want, like just like be onto my channel and keep asking me questions so that I can keep making videos so that it can benefit you, because like undergraduation is just one part. Like you guys have a full life ahead of that, and at least like whatever journey I have been through, I will surely try helping you with all of that. Okay, so don't worry guys, like I would try making sure that each one of you here has a bright future and at least gets to do whatever he or she wants to do. Okay, so yes, that's it. We love your videos. Just don't stop making videos. We rely. Don't worry guys, I take you guys like under my camp, you know. So you guys are under my camp and we all train together, succeed together and everything. And whatever mistakes I've done, I'll make sure that none of you do those mistakes. It's just that yes, I will keep breaking these videos because there are a lot of people who watch these videos later on, and for all of them it just becomes like too much to watch at once. So you know, this ways we can interact regularly, and I'll keep these videos short. Okay, so yes, for all those questions, please keep commenting on my videos. I'll surely reply. And please guys, give it a thumbs up. Please keep liking the videos, keep sharing these videos, and please keep subscribing to my channel. Will we get study abroad vlogs? Yes, you guys will surely get study abroad vlogs, don't worry. But I think there's a lot of work to be done before that, so that at least you guys start preparing for whatever you guys can, like you know, just getting into like respective colleges such as Symbiosis, Christ, SRCC, and you know, all the DU colleges is just one part. After that, it's a lot of other things also that you guys need to do, and trust me, I didn't do it. That is the reason I like had a lot of struggle to do, and I don't want you guys to do all of that struggle. Okay, Kunal is asking MIM versus MBA. Don't worry guys, I will tell you about that, Kunal, very soon. It's just that all those videos are detailed and I want to do it in like other videos. We will always support you. Thank you so much, Sheetal. Thanks a lot. BCom versus BBA long term. Guys, again, it's just two very specific things. Watch my video on BCom versus BBA. You would know the answer to that. Long term aim CBA, then go for BCom. I'm in 12th. I need your help to get through Christ. Mukesh, go through all of my videos. I'm pretty sure you would get through Christ without an iota of doubt. Alright. Cool guys. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in today. And don't worry, I will prompt you about my next videos. We will come and I will keep doing it. I'm also recording a few videos. So all of that is going to come pretty soon. So yes, thank you so much. Do give it a thumbs up. Share these videos, subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. Alright guys, take care. Bye bye. Good night.